giving your CFA level 1 exam, then please wait and make sure you are not making these three very common mistakes that can lead to most people failing their exam. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you three extremely common mistakes that most CFA level 1 candidates make or can be making and can lead to you failing the exam. So let's get started. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work in a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And for the very kind people who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Okay, so guys, I'm straight away gonna jump to this topic. Coming to mistake number 1, following the same strategy that you've been using during your school and college exams. It's an absolute no. Okay, school college ke exams were much different, the level was different, the whole approach was different, and the CFA exam is extremely different. If you are following the same strategy for both, chances are you're gonna lead to nowhere. One very common mistake within this category that I've seen people make is, during our school and college days, we used to divide our day into multiple sections, right? कि morning time पे we'll study history, afternoon में we'll study geography, in the evening we'll do maths, in the night we'll do a little bit of English. We used to make these timetables when we used to follow it. In CFA, I personally recommend to never do that. It is always best to give one subject complete importance first, finish that, and then jump to the next subject. Not that you're mixing subjects within a day. It will lead to utmost confusion. There are few teachers who like to, follow same who do multiple subjects at the same time, but then they are doing similar topics. That's the reason they are overlapping those subjects. It's not that they are just doing it in time pass. And that too, once the topics that are overlapping kind of are completed, they stick to completing that subject. So do not get confused with that अरे ये टीचर तो 3 सब्जेक्ट साथ में कर रहे हैं. नहीं, वो 3 टॉपिक्स दैट आर ओवरलैपिंग वो साथ में कर रहे हैं, not 3 पूरे सब्जेक्ट्स. That's why I personally always recommend complete one subject, then go to the next. And like I said, this is just one of the many big mistakes within the school and college category. Even the kind of timetables we make in school and college were much different. For our board exams, for example, हम बिल्कुल 1 महीना पहले बैठते थे, हमें लगता था हम अच्छे से कर सकते हैं. We used to not go anywhere, not do anything, absolutely just stick to it. You can't do that. CFA is usually done by people with multiple things. Either कुछ लोगों का कॉलेज चल रहा होता है, कुछ लोगों का काम कर रहे होता है. Some people are doing nothing also, I understand, but majorly people are doing something. Either they are studying, or they are working, or they are doing an internship, or they are upscaling on the side by doing some other courses, right? You have to find that time, you have to find that correct strategy. You cannot make it your whole life. You have to make it a part of your life. So remember, school college वाली strategy नहीं follow करनी है. Understand what the exam is. Fix the curriculum accordingly. Fix your strategy accordingly. Mistake number 2, not making notes. I have seen so many CFA level 1 candidates make this mistake wherein they decide not to make notes, and I don't understand why. It is literally scientifically proven that you retain more concepts when you write down things. It is that essential to make notes. It is that essential for you to solve questions step by step, line by line, to remember. Understand, guys, the exam, 10 subjects, same day, same time. It's not that you're getting another day to revise something else. You need to use these shortcuts to retain things, one of which is making notes. Also, because you can't memorize for the CFA exam, you can't memorize 90 plus chapters. It's impossible for you to memorize all of that, right? आपको concept समझना पड़ेगा. How do you check that you've understood your concept? The best way is, can you explain it to yourself in simple words? Are you able to explain the concept to yourself? अगर आप खुद को ही concept नहीं समझा पा रहे, आप किसी और को कैसे समझाओगे? That is a good test to do while making notes. Many people ask me, so our class provides us notes, is that enough? No, it's not. You have to write it down. I'm not telling you to cut, copy, paste what's already given to you, but an entire LOS that is there, उसमें आपने क्या समझा? Write it in your own words. Explain it to yourself. I know some things you can't, figure out your own words and you have to copy. That's okay. But 8 out of 10 times, try to write your own words. Try to explain things to yourself in your own words. You can even explain it to yourself in your native language. एक बार आप concept समझ गए ना, और आप खुद को समझा पाए ना, you're gonna go places. That's a guarantee. Mistake number 3, not familiarizing yourself enough with the BA2 plus calculator. Guys, it is extremely important that you are very well versed with the financial calculator, the BA 2 plus Texas instrument that is allowed for the exam, right? Why? Even though in level 1 we may seem like calculator का use थोड़ा सा कम है, if you are not well versed now, you're definitely not gonna make it to level 2. And in level 2, no teacher is gonna sit and explain to you how to use the calculator, number 1. Even in level 1, even if there are questions that can be solved via formula, for example, mean, median, mode, even time value of money, you can honestly do it manually also. Do you realize the amount of time it would take you to issue that solution when you have this device that can do it for you in seconds? Why do you want to waste your time doing it that way? Also, like I said, the calculator is needed, extremely needed for further levels, and वहाँ पे level 2 में अगर manually करने का सोचो, then it's a mess. So if your calculator is not well versed in level 1, first of all, chances of you completing the exam are less. Number 2, जैसे तैसे पास हो भी गए तो level 2 में रोना आएगा. So please make sure that you are well versed with the BA 2 plus Texas instrument. Some functions that you should know by default: time value of money function, cash flow function, how to solve mean, median, mode within the calculator, know the store and recall functions very well. These few things, if you know, you're pretty sorted. With that, I've come to the end of this video. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to help you in whatever way that I can. If you like this particular video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you like my work, then please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.